Fallon had managed to do most of that, although the gold bullion wound up being recovered by McGregor's rival, the Pinkerton National Detective Agency. Somehow Harry Fallon had managed to live through it all. When he had left Chicago for Arizona territory, he was an inch over 6 feet tall and weighed 10 pounds shy of 200. A big man, leathery, rock hard. You had to be big and tough to get out of Joliet in one piece. After that short while in Arizona and Mexico, Fallon had returned with a few more scars, some premature gray hair in his brown hair, and about 20 pounds lighter. It had not been the easiest assignment in Fallon's life, and Harry Fallon had pulled some rough jobs writing for Judge Parker all those years ago. His eyes remained brown. His eyes rarely missed anything. "Remember our little agreement, Fallon," Sean McGregor said in his thick Scottish accent. You didn't forget a little agreement like that. The little man reminded Fallon one more damned time. "You want the man who framed you. You want the man who's responsible for the death of your family. You want that. You do this job for me." He put the big cigar between his thin lips. "Savvy?" The American Detective Agency's offices could be found on the top floor of the building in Chicago. Harry Fallon didn't know exactly what part of Chicago. He had scarcely had time to even see much of the city, just the depot and Lake Michigan and the American Detective Agency's offices, of course, before he had been waylaid and brought to see the small little man in the massive but Spartan office of brown paneling, brown rugs, brown tables, and brown filing cabinets, with one window where the brown drapes were pulled tightly shut. There was some color to McGregor's office, of course. The lamp on his desk and the others on the walls had green domes, and the ashtray on McGregor's desk was silver. The color of the folder was tan, which Fallon figured was as close to brown or green as McGregor could find. Fallon looked at the top sheet of paper. His stomach and intestines twisted into knots, but he showed no emotion. He merely wet his lips and turned to the next page. "You're sending me back," Fallon said dryly. "Closer to home," McGregor said. "Your old home. It's not like I'm returning you to Joliet to finish the rest of your sentence, which I could do." He blew a thick cloud of smoke toward the ceiling, leaned back in his green leather chair, and chuckled. "I could even have you killed. I've had lots of people killed, and nobody would mourn the loss of a rogue deputy marshal, a paroled convict, would they?" No, Fallon thought sadly. The two people who would have mourned Harry Fallon were dead and buried. His wife and daughter, murdered, while Harry Fallon was sweating and hardening behind the walls of Joliet. "Dan," McGregor called out to his larger, more handsome son. "Fetch Marshal Fallon a slice of cherry pie, would you?" "Yes, sir," McGregor's son said. Fallon kept looking at the pages. He heard the door open, saw some light filter into the dark brown room before the door shut out the light and the fresh air. He went through the third sheet of paper and read the final page. Carefully, he gathered the papers, tapped them on the big desk until they were even, and laid them back inside the folder, which he closed and left on the desk. "Jefferson City," Fallon said. "You've been there, I assume," McGregor said. "Just in passing." "Well, you lived through Joliet, and you survived Yuma. How hard could a little prison in a backwoods state like Missouri be compared to those two pens?" Fallon stared. "The chances of someone recognizing me as a lawman, or even a convict in Yuma, were remote," he said. "But someone did recognize me in the hellhole, even though I'd never been to Arizona territory till you sent me." He tapped the phone.